So, new day. We're doing shop stuff, taking a short little break from working on the crawler tank. Got to fix the wrecker. The wheel lift pin here, pretty bad. It's pretty loose. We actually pried it up a little bit, so it's kind of tighter now for some reason. But anyway, we just got to fix the pin in this thing right quick. What it boils down to is the wreckers come first. They're what make the money to fund the projects. Anyway, so we're going to hop on that right quick and, yep, get the truck back in service.
Can of worms come to mind?
The stinger side of it, I'm going to show you that first. So, this being the end of the stinger, Ray's going to show you here. We got a pretty significant gap there. So, what we're going to do is take old Archimedes here. About, let me get in focus, starting about halfway, we're going to run a bead, or run beads around it. So, once the beads are run, it'll bring the height of that back into play, because it's either that or this is one piece of metal here, but it's welded to like 4 others. As opposed to doing all that, I'd rather just build it up and grind it back flat, which I'm pretty confident we can do. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But while I'm doing that, because Ray does not get along with the arc, the thing tries to kill him every time.
So do you.
Well, it happens.
So I jumped 3 feet.
That was funny. So let's show you. So I'll show you the other end of this here. Keep in mind she's upside down. This normally the side that's on the ground. But Ray's going to remake this piece. We do have a new pin sitting right there. We have a new bushing. The real concerning part is right in here. That wore down pretty good. So, yeah. But lo and behold, it's just going to get rebuilt.
We're not exactly certain, but it's got some age to it. It's had its
fair share of heavy stuff on it, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I've put on this and what I've done to it. We don't know what previous people had done to it before we got it.
And I'm not willing to admit what I've put on it. Let's just go there, okay? It's just part of owning equipment. I mean, it wears, it breaks. And you have a Ray in the truck.
It's also a safety thing. You know, it's done a lot, and you know, equipment breaks. It has to be replaced from time to time. That's what we're doing.
Yep. So
our way.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, our way. This has got to get done for that fuel tank. Just because.
Before play.
Yeah, I mean the crawler's a project. It's a fun project, but that's what helps pay for it. Yep. That and this 57 project is what helps pay for it. So we got to do these first.
Yep. Which
no big deal. It involves welding and grinding and machining and stuff. So
stuff we like to do.
Most days. It is Thursday. Anyway.
Only days that end in Y.
We're f***ed tomorrow.
No, it ends in Y.
Ends in W. Tomorrow. W. That's not bad. I'm out.
Hey. Wow, that got thin on one side too.
Show the camera. It's part of the reason we're rebuilding it.
So this is part of why we're rebuilding this. If you see, that's almost a knife edge here. It should be closer to this. It should be closer to 1/4 inch.
Yep, do a comparison there.
That's pretty much, this is what it should be, and that's what it is. Kind of give you an idea why we're replacing this.
Alright, so I didn't bore you with all the all the flashiness, all the welding, but got about, I think it was 5 beads, 6 beads on here. I'll show you real quick. All right, get that built up pretty good. Might not be enough, but round one, we're going to take that big 7-inch, grind that nice and flat, and then yeah, we'll see where we're at and figure out if we're going to weld some more. But welded in real nice, so that's a plus. So, on to grinding. Alright. I'd rather be lucky than good any day. I don't know how in the world they did that on the first shot. Show you a little better. Oh, dude, you gotta see this. Give me one sec. You see our gap there at the very tip? Yeah, look at that. It's dead nuts. That's where it should be.
Just another bead on the outside. She's gravy.
Yep, just a bead on the outside, and this thing is sent. That's crazy.
I'll take it.
Yep. Well, there's a little lip there. Yep, a little bit extra welding on the outside, and I think we're good. So yeah, I'm gonna put a couple beads on here. I'm not gonna video that just because all you're gonna see is blue light. So let me burn this right quick and grind it back down, and I'll go from there. So here's our finished product. It is all nice and put in like it should be. One. We're sitting pretty flat. Yep. You hear it scraping all the way around. Or you hear the airplane above, one of the two. Yep. So our next step, we're actually going to get a piece of plate. We're going to go ahead and fix that T-bar, the top that would have rode on this piece we just fixed, because sitting here making a determination, talking about it. We just laid 7018 rod in here, which is a 70,000 psi tensile strength rod. It's pretty tough stuff. Most likely the plate that is on that lift now, if we put it back on there as a temporary, that should be 1018, which is 50,000 psi, if my numbers are correct. So what we fear is that what we just welded is going to actually rub through the rest of that wheel lift, or the head of it there, and wind up snapping it. So we're thinking we're going to go ahead and cut that old piece off, put a new piece on, we'll drill all the holes and do all that fun stuff. But I think that's our next realistic step to prevent an issue. Ray's going to get some steel. I'm going to cut a wheel lift apart.
Now's what we're doing. We're going to drill we got a piece of 1/2-inch flat stock in here, and the clamp down on the bed so that we can drill a 3-inch hole in it with the hole saw, obviously. We've already got our pilot hole, and then we drilled an extra hole right out at the edge so that while you're cutting with the hole saw, sorry, I suck at running this stupid camera. So while you're running the hole saw, it'll bring the chips around, it'll just drop them right down through that extra hole on the outside of the diameter that we're cutting, thus keeping the hole saw from clogging up and maybe reducing some vibration noise. Don't know.
To be determined.
We're hoping. Yes. Wow. So, let's see what happens.
While he does this, I'm gonna go find something else to do. Oh, this is gonna be so noisy. We may kill the sound just because.
Probably will kill the sound.
Yeah, this is gonna be obnoxious.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
Poof!
This is gonna be loud.
Yeah, we're gonna pause and kill the sound. Okay, a little bit later in the day, see the sun's kind of going down. We're still working. Oh yeah, all this here. So, let me explain. First off, the jigging. This is 3/8 structural angle iron, 2" by 4". So 2 by 4, 4's on the long side, whatever. Got it clamped to 4 places with, there's another one back here. 1/2 inch, just chunks of 1/2 inch in between because that's about how thick that is. So, this plate here, we just got done cutting it out. Well, Ray did actually. Ray cut out this whole thing out. Got the 3" center hole. I just ran a bead along the backside here just to hold it. We're going to triple layer this. It is a structural component. I want at least 3 layers. I want a good amount of weld. Like I said, basically this is what holds this whole T-bar to the truck. So we don't want to goof around with that. We already put a new bushing in the on the truck side, just right here. Brand new sleeve. So that wasn't too bad to get in. This big old C-clamp and stuffed it right in there. So anyway, I want to get to cooking. I don't know. I might just set this back over there and see if I can get you some footage. But like I said, every time I've tried it before, it just turns out to be glaring light. It doesn't. You can't really see much. Anyway, so I gotta get to work. It's starting to get late, and yeah. No, at that point, Ray's already gone in for supper. But that's a whole other animal. Boop. What in the world? Oh god, we're playing with settings. What do you do?
I turned the flashlight on.
Oh, it looked like a ghost. Dude, that's trippy. Alright, here we go. End of the night. Yeah, we're about wiped. But lo and behold, we got it done. It's on there. I know we didn't get any video of it. We just had to knock this out. But basically, what entailed. I want to turn this around. Go. Well, most of it entailed 3 layers of weld here, and on the other side. This is just a single piece of quarter plate. We still got to do a little bit of grinding, but is what it is. Pin fit in there nice and snug. I mean, I'm leaning against this now. I mean, I weigh like 260. I'm having trouble moving it. But she's good and snug. Check balls in it. Bottom plate down there we didn't have to mess with any. Yep. But it's in there. Like I said, just needs a little bit of grinding here and there, and that's about it. So with that being said, we're done for the night. We're going to find food, sleep, shower, a pressure washer, and we're
smell like the Saint Bernard.
My thing does smell weird. So, until tomorrow. So Ray broke the truck again. My pocket hurts. So anyway, so what we figured out, here. Yeah. So
Not bad, actually. It really isn't.
nah. So basically, Ray bonked himself.
The spoon.
Roar it away.
Roar! Roar!
So anyway, we're a bunch of bonk-tards. We've had way too much coffee.
Well, not enough.
Yep.